Okay, go ahead and come into a seated position. My name is Angie. Welcome to our vinyasa practice today. All right, so something comfortable cross-legged. Could rest the hands on the knees with the palms face up. And then humbling the head slightly towards the heart. Maybe close the eyes. Any sort of expression with the hands that you feel connected to. Sit into a tall spine. As you inhale, opening the front side of the body a bit. And then exhale, relaxing the muscles along the back side. Begin to breathe in and out through the nose, letting the back of the throat contract. Sitting in this stillness, listening to the breath. So you can allow that awareness to your breath to start to quiet the chatter in the mind. Inhale, the arms reach up overhead. And bringing the palms together and the hands to the heart center, exhale. Good. Open the eyes. Move out onto the hands and knees for tabletop position. Shoulders stacking the wrists, hips stack your knees, and find a nice long neutral spine. As you inhale, begin to lower the belly, lift the heart, peel the shoulders back. Exhale, round and curl. Lengthening tailbone, chin to chest. Good. Inhale, drop the belly again, peel the shoulders back. And exhale, round, navel to spine, spine to ceiling. 3 more, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Final one. Breathe in. Fill the body with breath. Excuse me. And then exhale, round. Come back to neutral. Keeping the hips high up in the air, walk the hands forward, melting your heart towards the floor. Bring your left cheek down to the mat. Then turn your right cheek to the mat. Either forehead down, or some of you may even get your chest and your chin down. Inhale, begin to lift up, walk the hands back under the shoulders. Spread the hands, or spread the fingers. Curl the toes under. Exhale, lift your hips. Downward facing dog, draw back. Go ahead and bend your right knee, ground your left heel towards the mat. And then switch. Bend the left, ground the right heel. Plank position, come forward, shoulders over wrists. Downward dog, exhale back. Inhale, shoulders over wrists. Check that your wrist creases line up. Your index fingers or your middle fingers can be parallel to each other. Lift the belly, lift the hips, down dog, draw back. Take both heels high up, inhale. Bend the knees, send the chest towards the thighs as you exhale. Drop the head, release the neck. Lengthen the legs, lift the hips. Exhale, ground your heels back and down towards the floor. Inhale, walk the feet forward to the top of the mat. Separate your feet hip distance, about 2 fist distance between your feet. Soften through the knees, bend the elbows, and rest your hands in the elbow creases. Again, drop the head, release the neck, let the forearms be heavy towards the floor, really lengthening the back side of the body. Listening for your breath. Release the hands. Roll up to standing, ragdoll, and then bring the arms down to your sides and the feet together into Samastihiti. Next, inhale, sweep the arms up, look up. Exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hips. Inhale, lengthen, extend, long spine. Exhale, step your left foot back and bring the knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, sinking through the hips. Take the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, open the chest. Getting that nice deep stretch into the front of your left hip, thigh. Arms back up. Hands to the floor, exhale, back toes curl under and lift the knee. Left palm plants, inhale, right arm reaches up, lunge twist. Exhale, both hands down. Step the right foot up and back, down dog split. Really activate through the leg, press out through the foot. Doesn't have to go super high. Then bend your right knee, taking your heel to your glute, and then open the hip. Take the knee towards the ceiling. Keep the outer left hip drawing back. Left thigh bone drawing back, left heel grounding. Excuse me. Straighten the right leg off, square your hip off. Pause for the inhale breath. Exhale, bring the knee forward to nose and cat tilt your spine. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, knee forward to nose, cat tilt the spine. Step the right foot to your right thumb. Crescent lunge this time. Inhale, rise up. So bend the back knee if that helps you find a more neutral pelvis. Tailbone long, low belly lifting and drawing in. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step the left foot to the right, forward fold, Uttanasana. Ardha, inhale, extend, heart forward. Right foot steps back, exhale, take the knee down, uncurl the toes. Inhale, sweep the arms up, sinking the hips, lift the belly. Lengthen and grow through the sides of the waist. Take the hands behind you, interlace the fingers. Inhale, open the chest. Arms back up, inhale. Hands down to the floor, exhale, curl the back toes under and lift the knee. Right palm plants inside your front foot. Inhale, the left arm reaches up, lunge twist. Exhale the hand down, down dog split. Left leg send up and back. Then bend your left knee, take the heel to the glute first. Then begin to peel the hip open, send the knee to the ceiling, and your heel over towards your right glute. Right outer hip draws back, right thigh bone draws back, grounding your right heel towards the floor. Check in with your inner hands. If they're lifting, find that base or the bases of the index fingers and really reach to ground them down. Straighten the legs, square your hip off, pause for the inhale, active. Exhale, knee forward to nose, cat tilt your spine. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose, cat tilt spine, and step the left foot at your left thumb. Bend the knee. Crescent lunge, ground through the feet. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Find that neutral pelvis for you. Exhale, Uttanasana, hands to the floor, right foot to left, and fold. Inhale, Ardha lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Stand all the way up, inhale, reach. And exhale, arms down, Samastihiti. Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms reach up. Forward fold, exhale, Uttanasana. Ardha, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step back, Chaturanga. Keep collarbones broad as you lower. Upward facing dog. Inhale, hands and feet press. Exhale, downward facing dog. Soften the left knee, ground into your right heel. Then switch. Soften the right knee, ground into the left heel. Inhale, plank pose. Down dog, exhale. Inhale, bring your feet to your hands. Head up and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand, reach up. And exhale, arms down, Samastihiti. Again, arms back up, breathe in. Strong body, exhale, forward fold, hinging at the hip creases. Inhale, lengthen, extend. Exhale, step or jump back into Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. Lift the ears from your shoulders. Downward facing dog, exhale back. Eyes gazing somewhere between knees and belly button. Hold and breathe. Curl the sit bones up towards the ceiling. Ground your heels towards the floor. Gaze forward, inhale your feet to your hands and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise and stand, reach up, look up. Exhale, arms down, Samastihiti. Good, arms back up, breathe in. Forward fold again, exhale. Lengthen, inhale. Step back into your plank position, exhale. Holding your plank, inhale. Press back to down dog. Really press through the bases of the index fingers and lift through the hips. Then grounding through your hands and your left foot, reach your right leg up, inhale. Right knee forward to nose, exhale. Lift the shin. Inhale the leg up and back. Right knee to nose, exhale. Inhale up and back. Right knee to nose, exhale. Lift that shin. Inhale the right leg up and back. Right knee to the left tricep. Work the twist. Inhale the leg up and back. Again, twist. Right knee, left tricep. Inhale. Again, right knee, left tricep. Inhale the leg up and back. Right knee, right tricep, 3 times. Inhale, lift the leg up and back. Right tricep, exhale. Really try and pull that knee up the arm, lift your shin. Inhale up and back. Last time, right knee, right tricep. Pull the knee into the chest, step the foot forward. Crescent lunge, ground through the feet, rise up, breathe in. And then open the arms to the T position, turn the palms up to face the ceiling, lift the chest as well. If you have a different expression that works better for you, go right ahead. Maybe sink a little deeper into the bend of the knee, the hips down, belly lifting. Bring the hands together, heart center. Lower the back knee to the floor. Begin to set up your twist, taking left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Maybe your shoulder works to the outside of the knee. Palms press. Pause there before you lift the back leg. Really work to open through the right side of the body. So my left side might have to shorten if I really start to get that shoulder outside the knee. Okay? Work the twist first. And then we can add the lift of the back leg if you would like. Sternum to thumb, shoulders from ears. Turn the gaze down for your inhale breath. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back into plank pose. Right foot could be on the floor, right foot could hover, whatever you feel to do for yourself there. Okay, so there's options. To activate this plank, super strong. Legs, glutes, tailbone to heels, pubic bone to sternum, sternum to the front of the room. Next, exhale, downward facing dog, press all the way up and back. Good, bring the knees down to the floor. Knees a little wider than your hips. Big toes touch. Walk the hands forward, melt the heart one more time. Or another time, because we're going to do it once more after this. And just breathe through your nose. Inhale, back up to the hands and knees. Curl your toes under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg, pressing through your hands and your right foot. So always creating that down energy. Next, exhale, bring the knee forward to nose. Maybe you cat tilt the spine a bit, lift your shin. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Try and get it high up the arm. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee right tricep. Work the twist. Inhale. Exhale, knee to right tricep. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale the knee to the left tricep. Again, lift the shin, try and get it high up the arm. Inhale the leg up and back. Exhale, bring it forward, stay stable through the shoulders. Inhale up and back. Exhale, knee left tricep. Bring it to the center, step the foot forward. Crescent lunge. Come all the way up. Deep bend in the knee, arms out to the T position. Turn the palms to face up to the ceiling. Lift the heart space. Try not to clench your toes. Spread the toes. Arms reach back up and the hands move to the heart. Lower the back knee to the floor. Working the twist. Right elbow, or maybe you start to work the shoulder to the outside of the knee. As the palms come together and you begin to really work the twist, remember left side of the body is going to open. Hips drawing back and under. Rib cage opening to the left. Maybe you add the lift of the back leg. Turn the gaze down, inhale. Hands to the floor, exhale, step back into plank pose. Again, traditional, or maybe the foot hovers. Hold for another inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Bring your knees down to the mat. Big toes touch, knees wide. Walk the hands forward, melting the heart. Either stay there, or if it's available, bring the hands into prayer. Bend the elbows, take the hands to the back of the head. Release the arms long, walk it back into tabletop. Exhale your way to downward facing dog. Right leg's going to reach up again, inhale. Right foot steps forward, exhale. Crescent lunge, inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to the floor, lengthen the front leg, moving into a pyramid pose. You could keep the stance nice and long if you prefer to bring the foot in. Bring the foot in a third of the distance. Everyone lengthen as you inhale and fold, exhale, chin towards shin. So your drishti would be to your right big toe, and then when your chin does finally get to your shin, then you change the gaze to down the length of the nose. Long legs, long spine, square hips. Inhale, lengthen. Half moon pose. Exhale, bending the right knee, right fingertips in front of toes. The weight shifts down into the right foot. Inhale, up with the left leg. Peel the hip open. Good. So first, working that hip open. And then over time, maybe the gaze lifts. Possibly you press out through your foot so much that the right fingertips float from the floor. Exhale, warrior two. Bend the right knee, left foot to the back of the mat, and lift up. Straighten your front leg. Reach back just a bit through your left fingertips. And then re-bend the right knee. Gazing over the right fingertips. Grounding through the outer edge of the left foot. Let the hips roll open. Reverse the warrior, reach back, inhale. Exhale, windmill your hands down to the floor. Right leg sweeps up and back. Open the hip, bending knee, heel to glute. Shift the shoulders forward over the wrist, keeping the shape of the legs. Then step the right foot behind you, rolling to the outer edge of your left foot. You could drop the hips down first. And then inhale, shoot back up, wild thing. Open the hips and the heart. Check in with foundation. Breath. Bandha energy possibly. Good. Bring the right hand back down to the floor. Sweep the right leg up and back. Down dog splits. Inhale. And bring the foot down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bending the left knee, grounding down into your right heel. Plank position, inhale. Press back, downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg sweeps up, inhale. Left foot steps forward, exhale, ground down. Crescent lunge, inhale, lift up. Really getting into those open hip flexors or opening the hip flexors today. Exhale, hands down to the floor for pyramid pose. Step in or not, your choice. Lengthen the legs. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold in chin towards chin. Good. Lift the kneecaps, press through the feet, scoop through the belly. Drishti, remember, big toe or down the length of your nose. Inhale, lengthen, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Exhale, shift the weight, set yourself up. Inhale, right leg lifts, right arm lifts. Activate the right leg. Peeling the hip open. Next, exhale. Warrior two. Deep bend in the left knee, right foot to the back of the mat. Rise up. Then straighten your left leg for a moment. Reach back a little further through your right fingertips and then re-bend the knee. So we're not sitting into that hip, right? Sitting into the hip would look like this. Coming out of the hip. Toe from the waist up, or from the hips up. Strong arms. Good, reverse your warrior. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, hands windmill down to the floor. Sweep the left leg up and back. Down dog split. Peeling the hip open. Knee bends. Keep that shape. Shift shoulders over wrists. Then step the left foot behind you, rolling to the outer edge of your right. Maybe the hips come down first. And then inhale, lift up, wild thing. Good, bring it back around. Left leg up and back, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Good, go ahead, bend your right knee, sit heavy into your left heel. Inhale, plank position. Exhale, lower chaturanga with control, keeping collarbones broad. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift, hold. Turn your head to the left. Hands and feet press, legs are actively lifting from the floor. Turn your head to the right. Back to center, downward facing dog, draw back. Bring your feet together at the back of your mat. Inhale, shift shoulders over wrists. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot and bring your left shin down, right arm up, side plank. Maybe you hover the right foot from the left. Feet together, hand down, other side. Roll to the outer edge of your right foot or right shin down, left arm up. Possibly hover left foot for right. Good, foot down, hand down. facing dog. Press back. Look forward, step or jump. Feet to hands and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Chair pose, Utkatasana, inhale. Standing, Samasthiti, exhale. Bringing the arms up parallel to the floor, heads of the shoulders back. Palms are facing down. Lift both heels as you breathe in. And then begin to exhale and slowly start to bend the knees, lowering down. Hug the legs together. Belly lifts up and in. Find a spot to hover and hold. Then take the knees wide, heels down. Hands could reach forward, Malasana squat. Or maybe your hands reach around bind behind your heels. Or over the low back with the arms going in front of the shins. Really lengthen from crown to tail here. Long spine. Good. Either hold for a few more breaths before you move through your flow, meeting in down dog, or if you have a crow or a crane practice, begin to move into your crow or your crane. Crow would be bent arms, or excuse me, yes, crow would be bent arms, crane is straight arms. So looking forward, really start to work the knees to the backs of the arms, armpit area, okay? If you're gonna work the arms straight, the knees and the arms have to sort of press into each other as you're really lifting the belly. Again, keep the gaze forward. Hold. Exhale, back chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Lift the ears from your shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Heels high, inhale, and then bend the knees, chest to thighs, exhale. Upper back stays wide. Lengthen the legs. Exhale the heels back and down towards the floor. Then gaze forward. Step or float your feet to the hands again. Lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, Samasthiti. Bending the knees, take a big step to the right. We're going to turn your right toes to the back of the mat. Exhale, extended side angle, right forearm to the thigh or the hand to the floor, left arm reaches. Another option would be to take bind, half or full, if that's in your practice. Inhale, rise up. Straighten the leg, pivot the feet. Exhale, left side. Extended side angle, Utthita Parsvakonasana. Inhale, rise up. Hands to the hips, turn the left toes forward first, and then we'll turn both toes out for goddess pose. Bend the knees. You might need to move the toes again so that they can line up with your knees. Bring the arms into cactus arms or goddess arms. Ground the heels. Maybe you hug them towards each other in space to activate the inner thighs more. Find some depth to your breath. Take the hands to the thighs. Start to send your hips back, your heart forward. Pull the belly in. Maybe you keep your hands on the thighs, move them to heart center, or reach them forward. Forward is going to be the hardest because the extremities are further away from your center. So make sure the low back's not taking over and straining. Exhale the hands to the floor, pivot your heels out, maybe toes slightly in. Inhale to find a long spine, Prasarita Padottanasana A. Exhale, fold in, bring the crown of the head towards the floor, maybe walk your hands back. And then draw the shoulders away from the ears if you've got the head down. Really press through your feet to find leg engagement. So you don't want to lock out the knees, especially if you tend to hyperextend. There can be little bends in the knees, and then press through the feet more and more to find that quad engagement. Inhale, lengthen, walk the hands forward. Right toes turn out. Exhale, Skandasana. Bend the right knee, sit over into that hip and heel. That could look like a lot of different things for a lot of different people, right? Maybe we're still up in the air. The heel could be lifting, but we work the heel towards the mat, eventually grounding. Good. Tailbone lengthen, low belly lift. That left leg is active. Press through the heel. Then you could keep the hands at heart, hands to floor, whatever you can do. Lowest way to the other side. Good. Breathe. Focus your eyes on something. Something that's not moving, preferably. When the eyes wander, the mind tends to wander as well, right? Taking our focus out of off our breath, and the chatter creeps on in. Good. Hands to the floor, everyone. Back to center. Reach over, toes slightly in. Reach over and bind your big toes with your first two fingers. For D, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, lengthen again. Exhale, bring the hands to the floor. Walk it to the back of the mat. Bring the left knee down, half or full split. So you could bring your hips above your left knee, lengthen your right leg, option. Half split, or if you have a full, go all the way down. Feel your jaw clenching, bring some space between the molars. Go ahead and come back up to half if you were in full. Everyone curl the back toes under, lifting the knee, shift the weight to your right foot. So you're more of a lunge, and then turn to the other side. So we do all of that so you don't twist on your kneecap. That's not very good for the knee. Right knee down. You could release the toes, shift your hips above the right knee, lengthen your left leg. Half or full Hanumasana. Working the hips as square as possible. Good. Inhale back up to half. Curl the back toes under, lift the knee, plant the palms. This time step back, plank pose, hold there, inhale. Lower, exhale. Upward facing, inhale. And downward facing dog. Exhale. Gazing forward, bring the feet to the hands and lengthen. Exhale, fold in. Rise and stand, inhale, reach the arms, lift the gaze, palms can touch. And exhale, arms down, Samasthiti, mountain pose. Good. Shifting the weight over into the left foot, bring the right knee into the chest, give it a squeeze. Flex the ankle. You can bring your hands to your heart, your hips, or maybe to your left thigh as you start to shift the right leg back. Belly in. Slowly reach the right fingertips down, the left arm up, revolving half moon. Press in all directions. Bend the knee, right toes to the back of the mat, plant your right palm down. You're going to move into side plank again with the option to grab your left big toe and lift the leg up as you roll to the outer edge of your right foot. Just an option. Release the foot, hand down, downward facing dog. Press back. Plank position, inhale. Lower through chaturanga, exhale. Upward facing. Down dog, exhale. Look forward, feet to hands, inhale. Fold in, exhale. Stand up, inhale, reach. Arms down, exhale. All right, shift the weight into the right foot. Bringing the left knee up into the chest. Flex the left ankle. Decide where you're going to put your hands. Slowly press the left heel back. Activate the leg. Draw the belly up. Left fingertips down, right arm reaches up, activate both legs, reach out in all directions. Revolving half moon. Avrita Ardha Chandrasana. Bend the right knee, left toes to the back of the mat, plant your left palm down. Possibly reach down and bind your big toe or not. Side plank, whatever variation you chose. Release the foot, hand down, downward facing dog, press back. Plank position, inhale. Lower chaturanga, exhale. Inhale upward. And downward facing dog. Exhale. Plank position, inhale. Lower chaturanga all the way down to the mat. Exhale, release the toes. Legs together if available, and then reach the arms long by your sides, palms face up. Shalabhasana A. And inhale, lift the chest and the legs. Peel shoulders back. Exhale, lower down. Slide the hands behind the back and release your fingers. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower down. Sphinx pose. Bring the elbows underneath the shoulders. Possibly you start to magnetize the elbows and the hip bones. So they hug towards each other as you pull the chest through the gates of the arms. Try and relax the glutes and the legs. Good. Drop the chin to the chest, relax the traps. Lift the head. Pivot the left forearm so it's now parallel to the top of your mat. Okay, so the hand over to the right. Bend your right knee. We're going to keep the hip bones on the floor. Possibly reach back and bind the foot. You might take the base of the big toe with your thumb and then pivot the fingers so that they then line up with your toes. Keep the hip bones down. Reach your right knee towards the back of the mat. If it lifts, that's fine. Hip bones stay down. Left one's going to want to lift up. Bring the heel towards the floor or the fingertips towards the floor. For half Bakasana. Keep reaching the knee to the back of the room. Keep your hip bones down, heart lifting. Release that side, switch sides. Right forearm parallel. So there's still that lift. Left knee bends. Hand to the foot, or possibly you pivot fingers in line with toes. Hip bones stay down. As you bring the fingertips towards the floor or the heel towards the floor, reach the left knee to the back of the mat. It may lift, that's okay. Release. Go ahead and lower down to the mat, hands under shoulders. Upward facing dog, press up, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Plank position, inhale. Lower down to the mat, exhale. Release the toes, bend both knees. Reach your hands back for the outer feet or outer ankles if that's available. Legs as close together to start as possible. Keep those hip bones down. Keep your lowest ribs down, but lift your belly button. And then inhale, kick into the hands, lift the chest and the legs. Dhanurasana, bow pose. Exhale, release. Go ahead and bring your left cheek to the mat. Rest to the earth completely. You could let your heels fall open. Right cheek to the mat. Chin to the mat, hands under shoulders, upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Bring the knees down to the mat, knees and feet together. Sit the hips to the heels, Reach the hands possibly back by your feet, forehead to the mat. Balasana, child's pose. You have the knees together, so we promote a little more of an opening through the back. When the knees are wide in child's pose, it can promote a little more of a arch in the back. Good, inhale, come up. Exhale, down dog. Step or jump through to seated as you inhale. Lengthen the legs out in front of you. And then exhale, forward fold down the legs. Come up halfway. Legs are active, thigh bones are in neutral, and then fold back in, exhale. Rise up, breathe in. Lower onto the back, bring the knees into the chest, exhale. Take the left foot to the floor and the right ankle above the knee, open the hip. From there, draw the left knee into the chest. Maybe you bind behind thigh or over shin. Listen for your breath. Bring the left foot down to the floor. You're keeping the shape of your legs. Exhale, drop the lower half of the body over to the left. So now my left leg is on the floor, and the right knee is bent with the sole of the right foot on the mat or the floor. So we just took that shape and rolled it over to the left. Back to center and switch the legs. Right foot down, left ankle above the right knee. It's flexed. Open the hip. Option to draw the knee in. Possibly bind. Good. Release the right foot down, inhale. Exhale, lower. Half of the body goes to the right. Come back to center. Press both feet to the ceiling, arms long by your sides first, palms down. Then lower the left leg to the floor. Take your hands behind your right thigh, possibly stay, or walk the hands up towards the ankle, lifting head and shoulders, bring your chin towards your shin. Head and shoulders down, switch legs. Maybe you walk it up on this side. Release. Both knees into the chest, squeeze. Rock up to seated, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Breathe into tall spine and then exhale, fold. Baddha Konasana. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knees together. Separate your feet then. Hip distance. Reach forward again. Inhale. Lower onto the back. Exhale. Drive the heels closer into your glutes. 1 8 count bridge, or if you want to do bridge and wheel, break it up. Your choice. Inhale. Lift the hips. Roll the shoulders underneath the back. 8 breaths. 1. Firm up the legs. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Slowly lower back down. Gently bring the knees together and into the chest. Nice and slow. Rock a little side to side. Rock all the way up to seated. Cross the shins, knees into the chest, and plant your palms. With the inhale breath, you'll lift up and then step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Step or jump through to seated. Again, inhale, lower onto the back. Once again, exhale, feet to the ceiling. And then separate the legs, bend the knees, happy baby pose. Hands can either hold behind the thighs or outer edges of the feet. Spine works long down to the mat. Release the feet, draw the knees into the chest, squeeze. Right hand assists the legs over to the right side as you twist, left arm out to the T, turn the head to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale the knees over to the left. Head turns to the right. Right arm goes out to the T position. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale, wrap yourself into a little ball, big squeeze. Maybe your head and shoulders even lift. Exhale, release the arms and the legs. Take your final position or pose. Letting the feet fall open and the palms face up. Close the eyes. Deep breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale. Giving permission for that all to just be enough. Gently finding some movement in the fingers and your toes. Letting the legs come together and the knees float into the chest. Allow the body to roll over to the right side. And then carefully up to seated with the eyes closed and then the hands together in front of heart center. May all the benefits that we receive from this practice, may we share them with others. Thank you all for sharing your practice today. Namaste.